Good evening. So tonight we are going to have bar operations material, particularly to those uh, bar examinees and those who are still dreaming to be bar examinees. So we have a problem here, uh, civil law problem. We have the Biliran Simpio Marketing Corporation contracted the services of BIP Shipping Corporation for the transport of 75,000 bags of cement from Zamboanga to Manila. The cargo were loaded aboard to the barge Waray 1, owned by BIP Shipping. The barge, however, sank, resulting in the loss of the cargo. The insurer paid the value of the cargo and filed a complaint for damages against BIP Shipping, which interposed the defense that it cannot be liable for the loss of the cargo as it was not supposed to exercise extraordinary diligence, it being a private, not a common carrier, as it was not offering its services to the public. Is the defense proper? Why? Answer: no. Because a person engaged in a public service is one whose principal business activity is the carrying of persons or goods or both, and one who does not such carrying only as ancillary activity or sideline. The law does not make distinction between one offering transportation services on a regular or scheduled basis and one offering such service on an occasional, episodic, or unscheduled basis. It does not also make a distinction between a carrier offering its to the general public and one who offers services or solicits business only from a narrow segment of the general population. Hence, the carrier is liable. So, source civil law reviewer by Albano Senior Disease. So, annotation here, you can see the crack method, conclusion, reason, analysis, conclusion, which is the widely used of lawyers around the world. Keywords that must be included in your answer if you can't answer the verbatim answer, episodic. So, next, BIP Garments Incorporated makes baby clothes for export. As part of its measures to meet its orders, BIP requires its employees to work beyond 8 hours. Every day, from Monday to Saturday, it pays its employees an additional 3% of the regular hourly wage for work rendered in excess of additional orders. BIP now requires two shifts of workers with both shifts working beyond 8 hours, but only up to a maximum of 4 hours. Labora is an employee who used to render up to 6 hours of overtime work before the change in schedule. He complains that the change in schedule adversely affected him because now he can only earn up to a maximum of 4 hours worth, worth of overtime pay. Da, does Labora have a cause of action against the company? Answer: no. Absent a right recognized by law or contract, Labora has no cause of action against the company. There is no law, contract, or practice that guarantees to Labora the right to render overtime work of not less than 6 hours daily. The company can source workers from its own manpower to man a second shift in order to meet its business target. This is a management prerogative that has been exercised in good faith by the company. As to the reduction of Labora's overtime, it is not an unlawful diminution of benefits because the laws 2 hours overtime compensation is not accrued, right? Source, Bar Q&A by Labor Arbiter Benedict Cato. Annotation, in labor code, you must know that we are in around 2015 laws on it, and if not then, it's obsolete and no force and effect. So that's it. So tomorrow will be the day 2 of the bar exam 2024. Those who are taking the bar, I hope you can easily understand this because there are people who can't understand those law professors who are too brilliant. So that's it. And to those who are in bar operations, then I think this is a good question. So thank you. Good day. Good night. And God bless to the bar exam. And hopefully, so you will become a lawyer if uh, we are really destined to be a lawyer. Thank you and God bless.